YouTubers, what's going on? So first and foremost, I just want to thank everybody who has been reaching out to me. I greatly appreciate it. And everybody who has been ordering readings from me. Already have some success stories. So you know who you are, who's watching. So I'm very happy for you. Keep me posted. So also thanks to all my subscribers. Please like and share the videos. You can share them wherever you want to. Okay. Any social media forum or whatever, anybody you believe would benefit from any of these videos or who is into, readings and all of that, share it. I don't care. I appreciate it. Thank you. So, we're going to do an overall energy reading for tomorrow, June 1st. Then I'm going to come back with a weekend reading for the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. So, intuitively, picking up on reconciliations. But we got a problem. What's the problem? People aren't talking, of course. But the bigger issue is on a deeper level. It's insecurities. It's fear of the outcome. And also, on a surface level, we have blocked communication. So that intuitively picking up is the person who was rejected or the person who felt slighted. Blocked communication. Now the person who did the rejecting out of fear, both people acted out of fear. The person who did the rejecting now has no way to communicate, although I'm picking up heavily that there is a want to communicate. There is a want to reconcile. There's things that need to be said, and there are relationships that are wanting to come back together on both ends, but both people are fearful. There's no entities coming across there. It's my incense. Okay, I just saw it. I just thought I would shout that out. Although we're not subject to have that, not to have that happen, but it's incense, okay? Yeah, so communication. We've been wanting this communication for how long now? And now it's time to stop being fearful of communicating. The communication stopped out of fear. Now what's blocking it is fear. But yet both people want to communicate. So if you're watching this and you blocked communication and you are wanting communication from this person, you have to open a gateway. You may even have to give them a nudge, The person who wants to communicate, who did the rejecting, you need to then take the bait. Don't be afraid. You need to speak your truth. Both people want the same things, but yet you're doing the same things to each other, which is not communicating. That's what I was intuitively picking up on. So let's see where the energies lie at, as of today. I've already cleared these cards, so I'm just going to shuffle, do the Romance Angel cards also, and then Cartomancy, of course. So, let's just see what's going on here for the overall energies for June 1st. And, of course, this is love focused. If there's any sort of money issues that come up or anything of that nature, I always, will explain that if that's what is blocking or if there's some worries surrounding that, because normally if one area of your life is, the rest of it is like, I always say that, and it's true, or if you're focused on one area of your life and that's going like super great, the other parts of your life probably aren't even being paid attention to until something triggers them, and then you're like, yeah, I haven't had sex in like 2 years. It happens, seriously. Maybe if you're under the age of 18, you shouldn't watch my videos. I don't know. I'm not your parental control person, as I always say, so. Okay, let's see here. Angels, what message do you have for June 1st? Oh, look at that. It flew right out. And we're not even going to look at it yet. Face down. Okay, so let's do the Romance Angel cards to see what's coming up for the surrounding energies for June 1st. I've already given you my 2 cents on what I intuitively was picking up on, so let's see what the Romance Angels have to say about it. Angels, what advice, guidance, or information do you have for June 1st, 2017? shuffle. More messages, angels. I lied. Yep, there it is. Okay. Hold on a second. Okay, and cartoon. See what we got going on here. You can scroll through if you'd like. Okay, here we go. What are the messages for June 1st? What is the pathway as of June 1st? Meeting. Pathway as of June 1st. Meeting. Yep. Right along with the romance book cards already. Yep. June 1st. June 1st. Okay, that'd be it. Bottom of the deck. Speaking our truth. Fair honesty. This is a feminine energy card also. So this could be, you know, someone wanting to speak their truth to a feminine energy, or a feminine energy wanting to speak their truth to a masculine energy. Vice versa. It doesn't matter. You know your relationship and your energies, okay? Excuse me. So, our first romance angel card we have here is Serena. She came out yesterday in my reading. I am the angel of abundance. You will receive the money that you need, and God is in charge of how that will happen. Have faith. So, money worries, okay? Everything will work out. It will. You have to have faith. If you're doing it from your truth, from the bottom of your heart, purity of heart, okay? You need to reconcile with somebody, because what I'm seeing here is there's travel involved. You're worried about money to get there, or worried about money when you're there. Don't you worry about it. Okay? At the bottom of the deck, you received Archangel Michael. I am with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. Courage. People need the courage in order to reach out. People need the courage in order to go see who it is that they need to see in order to reconcile, in order to speak their truth. Okay? If you're worried about money, because I see money could be an issue here with travel, do not worry about that. It will work out. If there's faith, keep the faith, trust your instincts, trust what it is. Worrying about money holds you back from what it is that you truly desire and want to do. So this reconciliation that I see needs to take place, and that it's heavily on people's minds, as I indicated, it's going to happen. But you have to have the courage in order to do so. Call on Archangel Michael. This is my boy. Okay? You think I'm joking? I call on this man, whatever, all day long, every single day. Protection, help, guidance, whatever. Don't believe me? I'll show you. I have a Saint Michael, Archangel Michael prayer book. Okay? There are like so many prayers for protection in this book for anything you could possibly think of, you know, and then there's also the ones for collective. And I always do a protection prayer before anything, and I always call them in. So, the bottom of the deck, we have codependency. Addictions are affecting your love life. Because we have the sense of unrequited love. But the issue at hand is that you need to understand that your feelings are real and worth exploring. You need to heal these issues within the paradigm of your family, whether it is, you know, with your children, with your parents, regardless of what it is, there's some healing that needs to take place in regards to how you feel about yourself. Because what I'm picking up here is that these feelings of unrequited love and, you know, the codependency that we have, and you could have been falling to drinking or anything of that nature to lower vibrational energies because of the sense of unrequited love from this lover of your soul. And it was fears that pulled you to a part. Separation is the next part. This is what pulled you to a part. But the fact of the matter is that your feelings are real and worth exploring, and they weren't explored, separated. So now you need to have trust and faith to go and express your love to the person that you want to express your love to, and stop being fearful. Have courage, okay? Understand that it is safe for you to love and to stay optimistic about your love life, okay? Because this is all going to work out, but you have to have the faith that it's going to work out, okay? So, we have honeymoon, which is the travel card, past life relationship, karmic energies, keep an open mind, your soulmate may differ from your usual type of expectations, passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy, religious factors, the spiritual path, and let your friends help you. So I shall explain here. So the thing is that you have already met this lover of your soul. Because under this being truthful, fair, and honest, speaking our truth from the bottom of our heart, you received the soulmate card. Faith, trust, and compassion in the unfolding of this. But there is action that needs to be taken. If nobody's taking any action, how is it going to unfold? You're being intuitively guided. You're being pushed. You're thinking about it. You both have. You haven't stopped thinking about each other since day one. And now it's time to move ourselves, okay? But the issue is that there could be other people involved blocking this progression to let your friends help you. They may not be helping you. They may be blocking you on your spiritual path because of their wishes and desires, fears of judgment. And what it's showing here is you need to free yourself. You need to free yourself. Free yourself from judgment of others and worries of others, okay? This also indicates financial freedom. Where does that financial freedom lie? With the person who's the lover of your soul. Where your happiness and joy and your passion lies. This person ignited passion in you, but you've been feeling kind of at these lower vibrations because you haven't been in communication, or you're not communicating, and there's a need for communication. So it's showing here that there's been a lot of careful planning in order to do what? In order to get back to this person who is the lover of your soul, who you started a romance of the soul with, but then just separated out of fear, not being good enough, fear of it being too good to be true. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type of expectations. This might be what you always wanted, and it showed up for you, and all of a sudden you were like, there's no way that this is real. And you pushed the person away. Right? It was no way that, like, this is way too good to be true. I'm going to screw this all up. I might as well just get rid of them now. And you did. Now what? Now you want them back because you have been stuck in these karmic relationships ever since. And it hasn't felt the same, and you know it's never going to feel the same again. So you have to get to where your heart and soul sings with joy. And that's onto the spiritual path with your lover of your soul. This lack of progression is worries about the feelings not being mutual. And they are. Both, what did I say? My intuition, intuitively, in the beginning of this video, people want to reach out. We have the rejector and the rejectee. The rejectee blocks communication. You need to open a communication gate. And the rejector needs to reach out, needs to make moves. Feelings are mutual, but this lack of progression and the setback is due to the fact that you're fearful and worried that it's not going to have a positive outcome. So both of you are doing nothing. But it's making you feel fenced in and sick and tired of an unhealthy situation. Okay? Yes. So what needs to take place here is you need to gain this ambition. Okay? Ambition to what? Achieve success. And how do you gain ambition to achieve success? By doing what your heart is guiding you to do, following your intuition and getting out of your head. Your head is full of lies and full of false beliefs that you're not good enough and that this was too good to be true and that it's never going to work out. Well, I'm here to tell you, if you're feeling that pull, so is the other person. And I'm talking to the ones, as I explained yesterday, that didn't go around like this for 4.5 years, 3 years, doesn't matter, acting like lunatics, holding each other accountable for the way that they felt. I'm talking about two people that came together and were ignited by each other and were so happy, and then it just kind of fell apart because you both were afraid. But through this time of separation, there's been a lot of growth. Now, the final fear to face is taking the leap of faith. Take that leap. Excuse me. You want to lay foundations for future success. This is also a trip by car. This is a trip. This is verbal communication. So the travel cards here. If you have to go travel to this person because you know that this is the lover of your soul and you want to profess it, you want to express it, then get in your car, go book a plane ticket, do whatever it is that you need to do and get to that person. If you're worried about it, what I'm intuitively being guided to say here, with the let your friends help you, get in contact with mutual people that you know. Someone that knows this other person. If you were the person who rejected, this is specifically for that person. The person who got rejected is the person who needs to open up communication. If you don't open up communication, how is this person ever supposed to know what to do? Okay? So you need to unclog that communication gap by unblocking the person or, reaching out just to give it a nudge, like I said. And the other person who gets the nudge and or, the communication lines were never closed, it's now time to make moves forward. And if you can't communicate with this person one-on-one, then contact a friend in order to arrange it for you so that you at least know that person's there. If you're going to be booking a plane ticket, you don't want to spend $500 on a plane ticket and get there and the person's in Puerto Rico or something on vacation. That would suck. So just a little bit of advice coming from me personally, maybe you should reach out to their friends, find out what's going on. Can you help me? And they'll help you because they know. They'll be able to tell you if this person wants to see you or if this person would be willing to see you. And do it. What do you have to lose? If you've been sitting around pondering over it for so long, what else, do you have to lose other than to communicate? There will be victory. There will be victory if you do this. Take the leap of faith. Do it. I'm telling you to. You can come holler at me if it doesn't work out. That's fine. You can't go Maybe you should have a reading first with me before you would do that for your personal guidance. But I'm telling you this right now. Don't go in desperation for that person to validate you. That means the work hasn't been completed. You can't go there and the person. There has to be communication about how it was left and how you're moving forward now. The circumstance and the situation no longer exists from the past, okay? That's fears, residual energies, feelings left over that block you from progressing forward. But what it's showing here is that these past life karmic relationships need to be ended, okay? The first card out is the Six of Spades. This is complete endings in order to have new beginnings. This is also moving to a new home. And under the Victory card, we have the legal documents pertaining to the home. Okay? We also have here resolving issues, making contact, communication, releasing karmic energies, financial stability, rented property. Okay? So there needs to be a complete ending to these past life karmic relationships in order to move forward with this lover of the soul, soulmate, twin flame, whoever it is to you. You're on a spiritual path with this person. This person ignited passion within you, and you want that passion back. Because what I'm intuitively picking up is, you both might have been working on yourselves, yeah, but there's something missing, right? Things aren't as fun as they used to be, or, I've tried to date a couple people, and it's like, not that person. It's not what I felt with that person. Because that person is just like you. It's a direct reflection of you. And that fun and that joy that you had with that person was an energy exchange on a higher level, on the highest level possible as a soul. That's why that person was able to dig out all that dirt in such a short amount of time. Where you went looking for help, or you were awakened to, your spiritual gifts were heightened, That person holds that energy, and they know it too. But our ego needs to be checked at the door. Ego shouldn't even exist anymore between these connections. Shouldn't be thinking from your ego mind anymore. That's what needs to be completely gone. That little bit of residual fear there is the ego. It's fear of rejection. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Seriously. You're afraid that that person's going to be like, no. Either carry the burden around on your back until your back freaking breaks, or release some of these energies by closing out karmic relationships, because that's what's leaving this new beginning in the upside down position. The sense of feeling you can't manifest this. Well, you can manifest this as long as you end these past life karmic relationships that are all pretty much a replica of each other. And this person, who was completely different from all of these karmic relationships, was the person that you've always wanted, and you ran away from them, or you both just were like, screw it. But that's not the case. So the fears that are blocking this movement forward is because we're focused on these past life karmic relationships, the codependency. You guys aren't going to be codependent on each other, because you're going to talk through this. You're going to work through this together, because you're on a spiritual path together. And your heart and soul is going to sing with joy by getting to this person. You need to break down these established patterns that you've created in the past. It's a transitioning period, okay? You're understanding yourself now on a deeper level. By separating yourself from all of this past residual energy, releasing the past life relationships. This is the lesson that needed to be learned during your time of separation. Because now, loving messages are going to be brought. This is letters, love letters, professing love, verbally. And there's going to be happy surprises. This is healing, steady improvements, a second chance to redo this because you needed to learn the lesson. And the healing is going to come from this loss and this deception and any third party interferences, any third party karmic relationships. All of those need to be cut, ended. Because what's happening is there's a lot of evaluation before taking this action. We're carefully evaluating before taking action forward. Now's the time to take action. Because once you do, here's where your abundance lies. This is a new beginning, a new phase of life. This also indicates higher levels of commitment. It could be engagements, rings. This is, a card that indicates engagement. But engagement in a sense of engaging each other and understanding each other on a deeper level. And that there alone helps you ascend to a higher level of commitment. All your wishes and desires lie there. This is the wish card. Wish is coming true. It's the last card out. So trust me when I tell you, this is exactly what I started off intuitively saying when I was meditating, and the cards don't lie. The cards brought out. So what's at the end of all of this is wishes and desires being met. Because both people in these relationships want this. There's victory here, but you have to take the action to do this. You have to move forward. You have, like Archangel Michael said, you need to have the courage. Do not worry about money. Once you start to take the steps forward, the money will unfold to you because you are divinely protected. You're being divinely guided. The money will show up for you in miraculous ways. Archangel Michael is giving you the courage in order to take the steps forward onto your divine path, onto your spiritual path, with the person who is the lover of your soul, the person who you pushed away, the person who you pushed out of your life out of fears and went back to these karmic relationships. Well, now it's time to travel forward to this soulmate. Get rid of the past life karmic relationships. They need to end completely. That is what's blocking this from moving forward. There will be healing over any loss or deception from the past. You both are not going to hold each other to that because you are on a deeper level of understanding now. Because you're on a spiritual path together. You've been awakened. And now, through healing this, the passion returns, wishes and desires are met. There's victory here. You're on your spiritual path together then, and you carry on forward, and you both will work together. You won't work against each other. You'll work together. You won't hold each other responsible for your feelings because you will know that you're reflecting those feelings from that person, and that person is reflecting those feelings from you. That's where the heart and soul sang with joy in the beginning. But there were lessons to be learned in between the separation. And now the lessons have been learned, and now it needs to be completed. And the courage to go to the person, contact the person, needs to take place. And as I indicated before, if you need help with this, you can contact me, and we can do a personal reading on it. I can look into it specifically for you, especially if you were the rejector, okay? If you rejected, and this person has blocked communication with you, then there's a reason why the communication gate hasn't opened yet, but I can help you to get that unclogged, okay? And if you were the person who was rejected, and you blocked communication lines out of anger at that person, fear, you need to open up the communication line in order to move this forward. And if you are in a position now where it's like, hurry up and wait, you need to just take the leap of faith, as I indicated here. Use mutual friends to help arrange it for you. People you can trust. Yeah. It's a message for June 1st. Let's start the month of June out with a bang here. Let's do it. It's been building for months now. Now's the time to take the action, okay? You want things to get better? Get the courage. Call on Archangel Michael. He will help you. Do not worry about finances. You will get there. Everything will work out. There's so much good things waiting there. You have no idea. You just have to have trust and faith in your heart and soul. Get out of here. This is all that's blocking you from doing it. And when you do it and you get there, your heart and soul will sing with joy, just like it did the first time you saw each other or spent time with each other. But those karmic energies, those karmic relationships, all of that have to be ended and released. And if there's a situation or a circumstance that is still in your life, but it's ending, you don't need to wait for that to end. Go to that person and be honest and say, I screwed up, whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't know what your story and circumstance is, you know. So work through it together. This is what you both want. Trust me. Okay? I don't lie. Cards don't lie. I know it to be true. I just know it. I'm already getting emails about success stories. I couldn't be any more overjoyed. But honestly, the ones out there who are suffering because of this separation, but you've been doing work on yourself, it's because somebody has blocked communication, or the other person who did the rejecting is the person who needs to reach out now, and you're fearful of reaching out because you rejected them already. Well, you're going to have to own up to it and tell them why you rejected them. And be honest and truthful. You have nothing to lose by speaking your truth. Nothing. Okay. I'm going to be done now. Love Angel is done. Reach in. All right. I will be back later with the weekend energies. We'll see. Probably going to end up being the same freaking thing, but who knows? Energy shift. We'll see what the angels have to say about it. All right. Love you guys. Bye.